Welcome back guys to another video, and today we've got something really special. As you can see behind me, it is a old JDM car, as most viewers will probably think, but you will be so wrong. This thing is an animal. It is a Toyota MR2 running a K24 with a turbocharger, and it is set up on pump fuel at around 600 horsepower. So it is a wild car, and I've got Jack with me, the owner, so we'll go through the spec, go through, you know, what his plans are, and yeah, just the whole thing with the car. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, Performance_Lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. If you'd like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com. And yeah, we'll be more than happy to accommodate. But K24 MR2 for today, so I hope you enjoy the video guys. Check it out. Right, so here it is, Toyota MR2. As you can see, it's got the livery on it for Jack's business, Waterloo Transport, and yeah, I will put in the description as to what he does, and we'll go through what he does, and yeah, if you need anything from him, then yeah, please do feel free to get in touch. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go through the spec, and then I'll show you obviously what he's actually had done, and it is an absolute monster, as you can see there. It is a bit of a, the best thing is he's done most of the work himself. So yeah, so here's Jack.
Hi.
Jack, how you doing, man? Thank you very much for
nice to meet you.
being on the channel, man. No, wicked.
No worries.
So if you let us know what have you actually done with this?
Endless list. Well, I mean, without getting my phone out, it's basically a K24 A3 bottom end, which is out of a Honda Accord. And it's got a K20 A2 cylinder head off a EP3 Type R. It's got aluminium rods in there, standard crank, Wizco pistons, 10-to-1 compression motor. It's got a built head. It's all Supertech valves, double retainers, 95-pound seats in there.
So you have got like the full.
It's kind of fully built, apart from billet anything. It's not a billet block or anything. The motor's sleeved as well. That was done by Clockwise Motion, so it's a sleeve motor. Like I say, 10-to-1 compression. It's got a Borg-Warner S471, 1650cc injectors. Pretty simple, really. It's just on a K-Pro V4, you know, so stock ECU with a piggyback, really. Okay, so
what power? What numbers are we talking?
We've made over 800 on it.
Over 800 horsepower.
Yeah. Well, we always put it on a hub dyno where I can. So we've made over 720 at the hubs at £27 a boost. We have actually run more boost than that now at the track. We've run up to £34 a boost.
Wow.
So you know, where is that? I don't know. Should be making 1,000 really. But yeah, I've dynoed it at 800 odd.
No, I mean, even just by looking at this thing, you could tell it's supposed to be a race car.
Yeah.
You're not hiding the fact that it's got power.
Well, yeah.
But you'll surprise a lot of people as to how much power the actual thing's actually got. Yeah. So it's a wicked car, man.
Well, the idea was just to build a 10-second car. I actually bought this car to break it for parts. It was on eBay. It was on eBay for £600. I bought it for £600. It came with a MR2 turbo engine. We sold the engine but kept the E153 gearbox. We just put a K20 in it. And I just wanted to build a 10-second car. Turns out we built a 9-second car that's possibly going to go 8 seconds, you know. So that's the plan now.
That's some awesome numbers.
Yeah,
I bet you've surprised a lot of people, because I know you've done drag races in this thing.
I surprised myself. I think like before when I was first building it, I used to say to everyone, I'm building a car, it's going to be 800 horsepower, and I kind of didn't believe what I was saying, you know. It's like, but I just seen people do it online. I thought, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. So yeah, just started cracking on with it. Done most of the work myself. My brother did the wiring. I'm not great with wiring, but so he did the bespoke loom and everything that's in there. But everything else, the engine building, the gearbox, the chassis, the paintwork, you know, everything, you know, we've done it over 3 years really. It's been a 3-year project, but
no, that's still. I think you've done a very good, because I've seen this car on the road around Burton, and it does actually look quite. You could tell it's got an intimidating look to it. Yeah. It has definitely got something really good going about this car. Yeah. If you're into your JDM scene, your Jap cars, now this thing is the one. Honestly, this thing is an absolute monster. It looks good. It sounds good, and it drives. I've never driven it, never been in it, never done anything to this car. All I've done is I've seen it from the outside, and then basically we've got it here on the channel. So this will be like the first time I'm in the car, so we'll go through what I think it feels like. And obviously, Jack, I had no doubt this thing is going to be a animal. It's an old Jap car, and it's going to be tinny, it's going to be rattly, but it's going to be ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
Fast, should I say, because it is ridiculously powerful. So yeah, just on the outside, it's like I said, it looks, if it didn't have the stickers, it would probably look like a bit of a standard sort of car, but I'm guessing that's the fuel tank in the front, because obviously MR2s, they are rear-engined and rear-wheel drive cars. This K24 lump with a K20 head, skunk 2 fuel rail. Yeah, the full spec will be in the description. There's quite a lot going on here to actually remember. And there's the turbocharger. That thing is a beast. Go through here, it is massive. And this one also does have an ice box, so just to keep things cool, you have to put ice in there, I'm assuming, and it's yeah, it does the trick. And it's not so much for today, but it's actually on track. It's needed for what Jack's got it set up as, and it's such an awesome car. Check the number plate. It actually lets you know that it is a K24 and it is running nitrous oxide. Today there won't be no nitrous involved, but yeah, it has got nitrous fitted, so it can be, you know, and I'm guessing that will be when it's running the 4-figure horsepower sort of thing. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll go for a quick little spin. This car is loud, I've been told, so we might not be doing a lot of talking inside the car, but we'll try and give you a feel of what it actually feels like and stuff. And honestly, this, I can't wait. This thing is so good. It looks absolutely amazing, so amazing. I've always liked these cars, but I've never ever had one. I've had a lot of Jap cars, JDM cars, but I've never had a MR2. That's just one of the cars I never really used to have that much of an interest in back in the days, but past 10 years or so. But since then, obviously, there's a lot of money pits about, and I don't personally want to get involved with the money pit. So, but yeah, no, this thing is an amazing car. This thing is, Jack's actually done such an awesome job. So yeah, like I said, what we'll do is we'll go for a blast. Probably be a speech-free blast, but we'll show you our reactions. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, Performance_Lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. And as usual, guys, if you'd like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com, and we will be more than happy to get it featured on the channel. I'm holding my mic here, shaking it around. I don't even know why. I should have just clipped it on. But yeah, but check this Ferrari out as well. There's a funny story behind that. It is an MR2, obviously. It's not a genuine Ferrari, but it's it was on for sale for £1,000, and it is a genuine turbo. So yeah, Jack bought it just for the engine, and he's going to convert it to something. So watch this space. This is going to be converted to something for all the track fans. It will be seen out there maybe next year, so just watch this space. So on the inside, it is actually been tweaked about with quite a bit. As you can see, there's a nice big bottle of NOS over there. Like I said, it is running, it has got the capabilities to run NOS, but it's not running NOS today. So this Diddy steering wheel here, it has got a sequential shifter, which still needs a little bit of tweaking from what I've been told by Jack. So it still needs a little bit of work, but it does work. And then obviously it's got a cage. So this is probably the first car we've had on the channel with a roll cage. It's got a few bride bits on the doors, bride material on the seats. I'm guessing that is the standard MR2 seats with the bride material retrimmed, and there's not really a great deal inside these cars. Remember, it is an old Jap car, 9,000 RPM, which was relating to the turbo, the MR2 engine in there, but obviously now it's probably revving out a lot higher. There, that is mad. It wants to pull your face off. This thing is awesome, and that's me just saying that from that one little blip. This thing is raw. It's pointless even talking in the car, so just listen to this noise. 24 turbocharged monster. Amazing. You've done, honestly, you've built a weapon, proper weapon here.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Never gets old.
No, definitely not. This thing is, seriously, hard to explain how fast it is, but it wants to rip your face off. Right, so we've just stopped off, just let things cool down a little bit. But yeah, honestly, Jack, I think you've done a mega job. This car is an absolute beast. So like I was just saying to Jack as well off camera, we've got the GTR that I used to have a couple of years ago. That was 800 horsepower, race fuel, that was on race fuel bomb, pump fuel, it was 763. And that was literally, I'd say, the fastest car I've driven, I've been in. And then we had an E63S Edition 1, same as DMO DJ's one. That was running stage 2, and that was mid 700 horsepower, and that was an absolute monster. Loads of other cars, 500 horsepower and 600 horsepower and stuff, but this car feels, I'd say, it's up there with them two cars. So these three cars, I'd say, are the fastest cars we've had on the channel, but this is the one with the most amount of character. It's an old car.
Yeah.
It's a Jap car. A lot of people won't appreciate it, but these are the things that make the difference on these sort of cars. It's all the knocks and the rattles, and it adds character to the car. And I'd say, Jack, you've done such an immense job, considering you've done all the work yourself, a lot of the work yourself. And honestly, I really highly respect this build. This is such a mega build, man, and it's...
I've always tried to build it like a street car. So like, you know, I used to have a stereo in here, but that didn't last long. The door speakers are still there, but we're going to take them out, you know.
Save weight.
But yeah, that was just like, this is it for me. I don't know. I never planned to do this, but it was just being a rear-wheel drive guy. Like I said, I don't like front-wheel drive cars. You know, I'm not a front-wheel drive guy. Firm believer anything above 350 horsepower front-wheel drive, and it's too much.
Yes,
so,
it is a lot of power for front-wheel. Focus RSs, for example. I've driven, you know, Focus RSs at CP420s and stuff, and all you do is get that hop.
Yeah,
they just hop.
Battering your gearbox around.
Yes.
So yeah, this was just the answer for that, I guess. And I could have best of both worlds. So I got the Honda plus rear-wheel drive, and it just works magic. Like I say, all the Americans were doing it when I was first building this. This was like when Boosted Boys was in the early days.
Oh, yes.
I was watching him and thinking, if he can do it, then I can definitely do it. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I just tackled it. Yeah,
honestly, you've done it, man.
And just research, and just, you know, try and build it right. I'm not saying I did this once and right, because there's been two engines in it.
Trial and error.
Yeah, we've revised it, and it probably will get more improvements in the future. But right now, this is where it's at, and yeah, we've got more to go. It's just on petrol.
It's that detail. You've gone into it. You've not just bodged it up and put something together.
Yeah.
You've looked into it. You spent a lot of time, a lot of money, more importantly, and a lot of effort has gone into making this build happen and to get it to where it is today. And I'd say, like I said, I respect these sort of things. A lot of people probably don't, because they're more into their newer sort of fancy cars with a lot of, you know, gimmicks and stuff and power. But this is where it started off for me, these sort of cars, this era of cars. Corolla GTIs, Swift GTIs, Civic VTs, CRX, VTECs. And this is from that same era.
You see, I'm 29, so
you're still young.
Exactly, so the MR2s are a bit early for me, but I remember my teacher having one when I was back at school. She had a white one, same as this, and I remember that thing, and that's like, that's how I'd sort of touch with the car. It's because I remember one when I was younger. So
no, honestly, I really rate this car. Like I said, it's the first time I've been in this car, and I have to say I am not disappointed. This is exactly what I was expecting it to do, and this is exactly what it's done. It puts a smile on your face, it pins you back in your seat, and you just, unless you make a proper effort and grab the roll cage, pull yourself forward, you ain't doing it. You aren't doing it. There is so much force, and yet that is at 60% of its capabilities. It can still run a lot more.
We're on petrol. It's probably making £17 a boost. We've made £34 a boost on the 85 before, so it's got plenty more, but still around the 600 horsepower range right now, I think. So I always do that when it's on petrol and we're on the street. It gets turned down just because there's no point risking blowing the engine off.
No, plus it's best off. You know, especially on the streets, you can't do more than 60 miles an hour on here. So when it gets to the way it gets to 60,
that's it, mate.
It's amazing. Seriously, it is amazing.
Not 60 and 2.5.
You know what? The worst part, I had my draggy. I've lent it to somebody and I forgot all about it. So that would have been ideal.
I've had draggy data off this though. I know it's done a 0 to 60 and 2.5. We've done a quarter mile, 9.6 at 150 mile an hour. We've done a 100 to 200 kph, which is what everyone measures their stuff in now. We've done that in a 5.1. I do believe it's gone faster, but we never measured the actual faster run. But about around a 5.1, 100 to 200. That's the data I've had so far. I do try and pull a draggy on it every now and again to see what it's doing, but usually we just use the Santa Pod taco and stuff like that.
Perfect. Honestly, you can't go wrong. A draggy will be good if you've done it. And what I'll do is I'll get a couple of clips that Jack's got of this car on track, and I'll put them up here so you can check them out. And I will put a link to his social medias and stuff in there. And you also supply
so we're now supplying race fuel, Renegade race fuel. So if anybody needs E85 or anything, we even do stuff for motorbikes. They have got a massive range of fuel. If you need anything, we're in the Midlands, Burton-on-Trent, which is not far from Donington, places like that. So we're in the Midlands. Give us a shout. We're on Instagram, which is waterloo.transport, or just Facebook, Jack Bowley. That's how most people get in touch.
That's it, yes.
So Facebook. We're also supplying Lucas Oils now. So anything Lucas Oils. And we've got a workshop, so we're actually running a workshop which will be MOTs and repairs, but we're looking to get involved in the performance side of things, and we're going to be pushing that very soon. So we're just in the middle of setting it up, a fabrication corner so we can fabricate things in-house, stuff like that. So if anybody wants something like this doing, get in touch. We're looking for 2 or 3 clients that we can take on and do full builds. So if you think, you want someone handy to get it done, give us a call. Yeah,
get in touch. And I will put, like I said, I will put all the links to Jack's social media stuff in the description. So if you do want to get in touch, honestly, I highly recommend it. Get in touch. Because he has got, like I said, he hasn't just put this thing together. He hasn't just whacked it together and let's hope for the best. He has actually tried a lot of things, done a lot of research. And honestly, this car, because I've seen this car around, but I've never been in it. Never been in it up until today, and I can see the amount of work that's gone into it, and it's a serious bit of kit. So if you need anything like that doing, anything like that, he has got a lot of experience, a lot of years behind him. This is a family business, isn't it? And you guys, I know you guys have been around for a long time.
We've always been into cars,
So it's get in touch and get your build started.
That's it, mate.
Quite literally, as soon as we got on the open road and walked back, Jack went to actually dropped a couple of gears, went to put the foot down, and something didn't seem right because the car kept pulling to the right. So it kind of like we realised there was something wrong with the car, so we've had to abandon shit for today. But the car is all up, ready, and to rock and roll again. The car, once it's fixed, it was at Santa Pod and it ran an even quicker time on the drag strip, quarter mile. It did a 9.4 second standing quarter mile. Now, just to put into comparisons, the Bugatti Chiron is a 9.5, so this is a touch quicker than a Chiron on the quarter mile. So it's a mega car. We will get it back up on the channel, so watch this space, guys.